let's say we walk into a store and we find something on the shelf for $24. We know that when we go to checkout, we're not going to pay $24. Why? Because we pay tax, right? Pennsylvania sales tax is 6%, right? So my question is, what is my final sale price going to be? Well, we need to remember that tax, tip, and markup, all three of those ideas are all things that are percentage-based that make price go up. So I know I'm not going to pay $24. So when I add 6% to this, what am I going to pay? Well, we start by taking our original price, $24, and we're going to multiply that by our sales tax percentage. Now, what we need to remember is we don't always have that fancy calculator available that has the percent button. So what we have to do is we have to convert this to its decimal form, which is 0.06, right, or 600ths. When I do that, we're going to use a calculator to figure out what am I going to pay in tax. If you do this, you should get $1.44. Now, big mistake that happens with this is people tend to stop here and they say, oh, there's my answer. Well, no, we're not quite there yet. And actually, if you look at it, it doesn't make a ton of sense, right? Because $24 with tax added is now $1.44. No, what I just figured out here, this is my tax amount. This is how much I'm going to pay in tax. So what I have to remember is, what is tax? Tax is something that increases the price of something. Now that I have my tax in dollars, what I'm able to do is take my original price, and now I'm going to add my tax amount. And when I do that, you should get $25.44. And what I need to understand about this is my sale price. This is how much I'm going to buy it for. When I'm done, all said and done, the cashier asks me a price. This is what I need to pay. So $24 original price, 6% sales tax. My final price would be $25.44. And you could even throw a money sign in the front. Okay. My second example, I want to take a look at discount. Discount is something that decreases price. So we'll go ahead and label this example 2. And let's say my original price on the shelf was, let's call it $50.45. Okay, and let's say the store is running a discount of 20% off of everything. So what you'll notice is our approach is pretty much the same, right? I need to take 20% away from $50.45. However, I need to convert this 20% into money first, right? I need to know how much in dollars am I saving. Well, how do I do that? I'm going to take my original price, $50.45, and I'll multiply it by the decimal form, 0.20 or 0.2 or 20 hundredths. And when I do this, when I multiply these two together, that's going to tell me how much I'm going to save, the amount of my discount. In this case, it turns out to be $10.09. Remember, this isn't our answer. This is just how much we're going to save, right? So I'm not done. This is my discount amount. Now, in order to find my final price, what I need to do is I need to take my original price, $50.45, and I need to subtract how much I'm going to save, $10.09. Now, when I do this, this is my original price minus my discount, so this is going to leave me with the price I'm going to pay, which in this case is $40.36. Okay. So again, after my discount, there it is. Sorry, that's a poorly drawn money sign. Let me rewrite that for you. $40.36 is my final price after my discount. Good. Now, we know this isn't real life because sometimes multiple things happen. Meaning, what happens if we have a discount and a tax or something else that happens to our price? So let's start again. Let's try something else here. We'll call this example 3. what if we say our original price was, let's call it $32. And let's say we are going to discount that by 15%, and then we're going to tax it by 5%. Now, notice there are two percentages here, and our mind kind of tells us, hey, this makes price go down, this makes price go up. Can't I just do 15 minus 5 and that'll give me 10%? No, we actually can't do that. These percentages are going to be based off of different numbers, so their value in dollars is going to be different. All right, so we have to think logically here. Discount always happens before tax. Think about that. When you're in the store, you grab something off the shelf, it's 20% off. Well, we take the discount first, and then once we take it to the register, the cashier adds the tax. Okay, so let's walk through this one together. Let's start with our $32 original price, right? And we're going to discount first. So we're going to go $15, 15% as a decimal. Okay, and when we do that, that gives us our discount amount, which is, in this case, $4.80. Okay, this is how much I'm going to save on this $32. So what I have to do to figure out where my price is now is take my discount away from my original price, and I should be at $27.20. Now, right here, this is my price after my discount, but I still have this tax that needs applied. Okay, so what I need to understand about this is now the price of my item, right? So after we take our discount, we can almost forget about this $32 because it doesn't really matter anymore. The discounted price is where we're at now. So we're going to take our discounted price and we're going to tax that. So now we're going to bring in this 5%. We're going to multiply by 0.05, right? That's the decimal form of 5%. And what we'll find is we'll get $1.36. Okay? Well, we didn't find our answer. We just found out how much tax we're going to add. Okay? So let's clean this up a little bit here. This would be my discount amount. $4.80. My discounted price, and then my tax amount. Okay, but I'm not done here because I need a final price. So what am I going to pay total? So what I do is I take my discounted price, this $27.20, and I add my tax amount, which is $1.36. Okay, now once I do this, I've taken my discount, I've added my tax, and I land on a final price of $28.56. And that would be my final price. Okay. Two other examples I want to work through you with are percent of change. Okay. And again, this may be review for you. It may not be. However, percent of change. Remember, we find percent of change by doing the amount of change divided by the original value. Right? So let's call this example 4, and I'm going to find the percent of change from, let's say, 20 to 35. Okay? So what I need to think about is, what is the amount of change between these two numbers, right? That's my numerator and my fraction here. What is the amount of change? Well, how do I find that? I simply subtract them, and we can subtract them in an order that makes sense. Right? So 35 minus 20 represents my amount of change. It's just the distance between those two numbers. The second part of this is we need to ask ourselves, what is the original value? Well, in this case, it's going to be the value that shows up first. You know, some word problems, that can get a little weird in the wording, but for our purposes today, it's going to be the first value. So the original value is going to be 20. Now, simply all I need to do is simplify. 35 minus 20 is 15 over 20. This is a reducible fraction. It actually turns out to be 3/4. But remember, I'm trying to find percent of change. So I actually need to do something here in order to convert this to a percent. Remember, we kind of need to take that stepping stone between fraction and percent, and that stepping stone is decimal. And how do we find that? Well, simply, remember, fractions are just mini division problems. We can do 3 divided by 4, and when you do that, you should get 0.75. Okay? We're now in decimal form, so we are ready to convert this to a percent. Remember, to convert a decimal to a percent, we find our decimal place and we move it 2 places to the right. Notice my new location is to the right of the 5, so I should be at 75%. Okay? So this was a 75% change, but was it an increase or a decrease? Well, to kind of figure that out, we have to go back to our original problem, and we have to look, how did my number change from 20 to 35? Did it go up? Did it go down? Well, this 20 to 35 is going up, so what we like to say for going up is this is a 75% increase. Like I said, guys, all of those ideas that we just went through should be reviewed. However, here's a refresher on these ideas, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to your math teacher. Stay safe, everybody, and hope to talk to you guys soon.